Hi, welcome to day 3 of my liberation challenge. Yesterday was day 2, obviously, and we went over the synchronicity lesson I learned. And throughout my day, I did notice different synchronicities happen. And when they happened, I took a moment to just prolong them a little bit, to let them sink in, give appreciation for them. And another thing that came up for me yesterday was a reminder. A lot of times we do these intentions and all these nice, beautiful things we want to have happen in our life, but sometimes undesirable circumstances arise or uncomfortable feelings or thought forms are there. And so when I talk about liberating our life essence, yeah, we want all those good things to come to the surface, but a lot of times we have some dramas and traumas that we've kind of pushed down. And we really need to bring them to the surface and really just give them an honest look. Just really love them and be present with them. We tend to want to indulge or avoid or replace when these uncomfortable data streams come up. And it's really important we be present with them and love ourselves. And that brings us to today's lesson, being man's best friend. And this is another great lesson that Scooby has brought into my life about being my own best friend. And that's one of the reasons I'm doing this liberation challenge, is I'm challenging myself to be my own best friend, to go deeper into loving myself and really honoring all the gifts my teacher brought into my life. And the best way I can really honor him is by integrating them and living them. And so when I was reading over today's text entitled Man's Best Friend, I was really appreciating having such a great friend as our canine or pets often are. It really is a good reminder to be our own best friend. And in the text, I write about the difference between loneliness and aloneness. And in loneliness, we feel less than when others aren't around and we feel disempowered. But when we are alone, we are in the presence of ourselves. And when we really cultivate a loving relationship with ourselves, we can be empowered even when we're alone. And so that was the great lesson about being my own best friend, and that how dogs are truly man's best friend. So the text is available. There's a link to godonaleash.org if you want to get a copy and actually read the text. I don't think you want to watch me just read text. But I am going to read the intention, the daydream exercise, and the phrase of the day or the lesson of the day. So it is my intention that Scooby and R's friendship helped guide me to be my own best friend, so I am empowered in aloneness. May my relationship with myself be the eternal friend and support I could ever need. May being my own best friend honor the friendship Scooby and I shared. May the true love and light I am sustain my faith in aloneness. And may it be graciously. And then the daydream is about feeling into the experience about being my own best friend. How would that feel? How would my thoughts be different? What action steps would I take? And if I was my own best friend, I would have supreme confidence, and I would be willing to go into any situation knowing I truly love myself and I have my back no matter what. And I know throughout my life, sometimes I didn't talk so nice to myself, and I wasn't my own best friend, and I was my own worst enemy sometimes. And so becoming our own best friend and being able to support ourselves when we feel lonely and insecure is such a huge part of having true healthcare, because it's really about a healthy relationship with self. And so that's where I would go in my dream, is feeling confident, feeling healthy, feeling in my power. And so I'm going to take this daydream into my day today, just like yesterday when I'm in the bathroom, if I'm sitting at traffic. I'm just going to imagine all the feelings and visuals about being my own best friend. And then my lesson of the day says, when I treat myself as my own best friend, I am free of loneliness and empowered in aloneness. So thank you for being here for day 3. I'll see you next time for LYLE. The acronym LYLE, L-Y-L-E, is an acronym for Liberate Your Life Essence. And so that's going to be lesson number 3. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.